Hi, my name is Tom Franco. Welcome to my solo art show entitled Billow Talk, Rock Walk at Space 10. The title Billow Talk, Rock Walk is a reference to, usually I would hear the word billowing like a billowing cloud, so it's like this expansiveness, but also ephemeral and doesn't last forever. And it's also a reference to pillow talk, so like having an intimate conversation with somebody and also private on your pillow. So it's a combination of big conversation, big ideas, big artwork ideas, but also an intimate experience with the viewer and the audience. Rock Walk is a reference to a substance, like a solid material that you make sculptures out of, a rock in this case. So it's like very ephemeral down to very solid and grounded in what you use on planet Earth. What do you make sculptures out of on planet Earth? So the rock walk is like you're embodied, you're walking around, you're active. So it's spiritual and it's worldly, but it's also talking your walk. You know, do you live up to your ideas and your lifestyle?
Tell us how the pieces come together.
I usually start with found objects. So I'm constantly collecting things on my day-to-day journeys. I might find things on the street, or I go thrift shopping at different venues. I'll find things. My home studio is in Oakland, California, and I have like this big space full of items that are waiting to be turned into something. And I often have piles of things that are like, oh, these two things should go together. I don't necessarily intellectually solve those problems all at once, but it's a process of living with things and having my own personal experiences in my day-to-day lives that I infuse into the art. Once I start compiling a sculpture, a composition sculpturally, then I start adding paint and narrative images onto the sculpture. So it's like a 3D canvas, you could say, and things start to reveal themselves. I often don't know what the piece is until way further down the line. There's definitely a moment that I'm looking for in each piece that's like, I think I know what this is. Oh my, I absolutely know what this is. And it's exciting, it's a rush. And once I have that vision experience, then I attack that idea and I just go for it until it feels like it's done.
Do you want to show us some of the pieces?
Sure. This piece was initially thought of because I was going to do a collaboration with my friend Barry. And he's an artist, but he's more of a painter. And we were like, okay, well, let's each pick a lampshade, and then we'll start something, and then we'll give it to each other, and then you have to like do something with the other person's lampshade. So I was like, Barry, I'm gonna do something tricky. And I found this. I found the lampshade, and then I found this microwave, and it fit pretty perfectly in there. And I thought, he's never gonna know what to do with this. And then I found this street cone and I put it on top because it kind of mimicked the shape. And it's like, all right, it's game over. But then we both got distracted and we never did anything and we didn't talk about it for a long time. And it sat in my yard and I was like, I had this idea, but it just didn't leave my mind until a video crew came over and they're like, hey, we want to do a little documentary. So maybe you make a piece in front of the camera in their studio. I was like, okay. So my other friends, Colin, Hurley, and Rob Rao came over, and we just started attacking this. And paint everywhere, and it slowly started to materialize as far as this little diorama scene. And I guess it was inspired by, these are candle holders, which I also love and I didn't know what to do with for a long time. But it turned into this kind of idea of volcanoes erupting from inside of the earth and how people are influencing the life on Earth. But it's also a time continuum where it's people and dinosaur time. And the dinosaurs have this moment where the asteroids, the comets are striking the planet and it's going to change life forever, right? So it's this very turmoil, influx, earth plane, physical, but I guess this is kind of on a more spiritual level to our spirit essence level. It's like the forces of intention, of people's ideas, how lifestyles even manipulate this moment.